Hello, welcome back, and Happy New Year. This week's message is going to be an overview of the new year. We're going to focus on the positive aspects ahead. You'll get enough of the negative possibilities from other sources. Usually when I get information, I'll hear something and write it down, or I'll get a download and then I'll go in and fill in the best I can what all came in and try and get it to you. So this week's message comes from both of us, myself and the Galactics. First, I want to encourage you to actively connect with your higher self, soul. In the coming year, this will be more important than ever before. No one has all the answers, and certainly no one has all the answers for you, but your soul does. So connect, converse, do a little coffee talk. They are all waiting for you. And then the point that I want to make before we begin is that all the information, wisdom, and higher frequencies can be accessed by anyone. Your heart is the Stargate portal to all of who you are. So I'm going to give you the information I received about the coming year. But I want you to check your intuition as you hear it and see how it feels for you. And of course, if you want to make a deeper connection with your higher self and galactic family, enrollment for my Foundations Workshop series is open. We start on January 13th. Although it's called Foundations, it's not really that basic. Everyone who's participated has reported significant inner shifts and positive changes. So I invite you to check it out at my website. Lastly, remember, nothing is fixed. If you like what you hear, put your energy into co-creating it. If you don't, take steps to mitigate it. Free will is ours to use or not, as we choose or not. So here we go. This year is going to be power-packed with the influx of cosmic, solar, and soul downloads happening from January all through December. The first word I was given was monumental. Monumental happenings in 2024. Everything will be happening in a big way. We will experience enormous waves of ascension energy, bathing the planet and everyone on a steady progression. At first, it will feel like a very irregular rhythm and then become more steady as the year goes on. We'll have a hit, and then some time to adjust and rebalance before another hit. This will continue until mid-March, when the time between waves gets shorter and more uneven, as it's needed for us to shift the frequency of the world in a monumental way. Of course, this monumental shift happens in April, which my intuition has been showing me for the past 6 months. And this has been confirmed by other intuitives and astrologers. So I feel very comfortable about giving you that April date. From there, minor waves of energy will continue to pulse through us and onto the planet through October, when another significant wave will flood the planet for another great leap of consciousness. That's monumental energy. Now for monumental events. What was not released in 2023 will come up in 2024 for another opportunity to let go in a big way. Release outdated methods of thinking now. Release old fears, hurts, and beliefs that you do not wish to carry forward and repeat. As the year progresses, they will press upon you in a greater way. Deal with anything unresolved now, because you won't be able to plan your crisis when it finally pops up into your life. On a larger scale, as more light comes into the planet, more shadow is pushed out front, and we will learn things that will make even the jaded go, I guess I haven't seen it all. Those in dark energies will pull out all the stops beginning in March to discourage and derail the progression of humanity. They will attempt to spin all revelations being exposed as their declaration of power and control. They'll say, you may know and see, but you can't do anything about it. However, unlike the past, these big revelations and big changes will follow, and the majority of humans will say no more. Enough people will turn away from blaming the other person and begin working together to resolve issues facing all humans. This is the beginning of the end of humanity as pawns on the controller's chessboard. Momentum will increase, and we will see significant changes by the end of 2024 and on into 25. Intuition will be necessary since contradictory and confusing facts will be put forth to trick you into believing that nothing is real. Your inner eyes and ears, all your senses will know the truth. Trust them. The next word I was given was seek balance. All through 2024, balance will be our saving grace. As guardians of the light and beacons of hope and healing to the world, we must keep our balance. Like surfing on the ocean waves, it is our task to navigate the cycles of life by holding on to our center. When huge waves of energy come in, we must allow all aspects of self to rebalance. That may mean more rest. It may mean more exercise, change of diet, play, more time outside, less time outside, more meditation, less meditation. Again, listen to your own intuition and body to know the best way for you to balance. It may be quite different from your spiritual friends and other teachers. Compassion and kindness, loving service will be activated in the hearts of all humanity in a monumental way, which will lead to concrete action. Whether it takes the form of participating in a healing circle or online prayer group, doesn't matter. Love for self and others must come into balance, or physical disruptions will cause balance to be forced from the outside. There are kinder ways to learn to care and value self than being put out of commission with a sickness or replacing broken appliances. You will not be alone in the desire and the need for balance. Humanity is tired of the polarized systems we've been immersed in. We will stop feeding the volatile feast or famine duality of 3D economics, politics, social structures, and personal relationships. The beginning of the movement into harmonious cooperation with one another to create solutions and systems that will benefit everyone, not just some, will begin in 2024. The next word I was given was greater release. Apathy and tolerance of the intolerable will dissolve on a monumental scale. Every person who embraces the incoming ascension energies and works with them to release old fear belief systems and emotions will have a greater influx of light and multidimensional expansion. That's exciting. We'll talk about that. This causes old systems rooted in greed and control to crumble in large chunks. That's good news. If we are grounded in reality through Mother Earth and calling in the divine light and hold it within us, we will flow from the old systems to the new. It'll be smooth. If we are filled with fear and dread of the unknown, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Does God provide for the birds, the bugs, and the trees? If so, what makes you think you wouldn't also be provided for? When you feel uncertain about the future, go within. Connect with God's source via your soul and feel the infinite security and stability that's there for you. Ask for and listen to your guidance. Never forget that you are an immortal soul inside that body of yours. You are indestructible and have nothing to fear from God. Light washes away the dark, so nothing that is thrown your way can succeed if you stand in that knowledge. Of course, relationships will also change, and for many, this will mean great improvement in 2024. Change doesn't always equal loss or destruction, so that may be a belief that you wish to release in the coming year. Every day, I look at my cell phone, and my antivirus notifies me everything is okay. And every day, I agree with it. It reminds me that I've done my part. There's nothing to worry about. Next, I was given multidimensional expansion. This year will be a time of expansion within self, places, and directions if we are open and curious. Depending on your motivation and interests, opportunities open to expand all types of knowledge: esoteric, healing, historic, sciences, and self-discovery. This is what I heard. The halls of knowledge will be made open to those with right motivation and correct frequency. So someone looking to eliminate humanity to save the trees is not going to be given access to that information. But someone looking to understand the history of previous civilizations, to bring forth helpful inventions, will be allowed access to the deepest repositories of information regarding the workings of our world. And yes, I'm talking about the Akasha, and I would strongly recommend that you get familiar with yours. For over a century, we've been told about the veil between this life and all our other lives. Well, that veil will easily part as more light is downloaded into humanity and you personally. Greater ease of access and clarity are available now and in the coming year. You will not be going to get information on just a mental basis, but downloads of experience and wisdom will open new spiritual and practical gifts for those who desire to be of benefit to others. Have a question for your ancestors so you can heal and clear something in the bloodline? You'll be able to meet them in your Akash and easily get the information needed. You'll be able to access everything: knowledge, healing, release, all of it. It's all there. These are some of the topics that we actually explore and cover and activate in my Soul Patterning Harmonics workshop. So again, I invite you to check it out and see if it feels right for you. Lastly, I was given authenticity. It's not just about what's being shown in all the revelations we are seeing about public figures and institutions. As the higher frequencies come in, the spiritual centers open more and more in individuals and collective humanity. Intuition increases when it is not buried under doubt or fear. You will know right away who is coming from the heart and who is motivated by lower desires. No need to wonder which report or channel is telling the truth. This is part of the waking up of humanity to the Hollywood version of life on earth that we've been living in. Recognize that you are participating in a drama, a comedy, or a reality show, and determine to pull back your perspective and view your experiences from the perspective of your soul. There, you will see the soundstage and false fronts all around you. Close your eyes and feel into the events of your life with your heart. Then you will know what is really going on. 2024 will challenge all of us to live authentically and in balance with our own inner truth and outer actions. It will bring light to those false front people and we will see them for who they are. This will reveal truths in unexpected places. Over the course of the year, prominent figures will be exposed and fall from grace with the public, while those you may not have heard of before will come forward to share their wisdom with love and integrity. Each of us will be challenged and supported in embodying greater aspects of our higher self. And this will bring blessings and wonderful experiences to enrich our lives and those we touch. This year, more than any, you're going to have the opportunity to access and express spiritual gifts like never before. Explore who you are. Don't wish to be anybody else. You are a vast repository of wisdom and grace. Go within and find your inner treasures, claim them, and activate them in your daily life. Everything you do for self, fearlessly and with love, contributes to all life on this planet and the advancement along the ascension path. So there's your overview of the coming year. I'll have more specifics for each of the months ahead as we move forward. I got so much information that it would have made this video an hour if I sat down and wrote it all and gave it to you. But we'll get to it in the coming months. The format for the messages is going to change a little because I want to look at the frequencies for each month coming and post that at the beginning of the month in each of the messages. Of course, the Galactics will have a lot to say, and they will continue to address questions and relevant topics. I always have questions. As always, our purpose, theirs and mine, is to uplift, encourage, and support your ascension adventure. So in closing, I'll say many blessings and Happy New Year.